Hi guys, I'm Jesse and you're watching Jesse's Starfield. In this playthrough, we're doing a let's play of a modded version of Starfield. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, how you doing? We are back, and in this episode we're gonna do at least one quest in Dazra. So, we're gonna continue on with the quest line to try and unite the houses. And this person has a quest for me,
The great
so...
serpent has filled you with purpose. Is that not beautiful? Time is short, Harbinger. I have seen visions of Anasco searching for one bold enough to enter the heart of the vortex. And now that you are here, I know your arrival was no accident, but rather providence. The great serpent has guided you here. From the moment you found the oracle to the words I speak to you now. Well put. The great serpent's works are imperceptible, even to heralds like myself. But rest assured, all will be revealed when you journey north. At the edge of the crater, you will find a cave carved by the anomaly. There, you will make contact with a Nasco Varun.
It would be unwise to ignore the Herald's counsel.
It is as the great serpent foretold. In my visions, I witnessed two futures. In the first, you breached the scaled citadel, but found a Nasco had sunk too far into the void. And in time, all of Dazra was consumed along with him. The anomaly spread, absorbing all in its path. The crater you see now is nothing compared to the destruction looming ahead. Indeed, but there is another path. In the second future, I saw you make contact with the Nasco, entering a cave through a formless wall. At its terminus was a gate, a path into the realm where our speaker resides. You stepped into this void, and in that moment, something changed. The false future, rewritten.
Roughly speaking, it could be that entering the vortex directly would allow you to speak with him. And while my readings do not show any anomalous activity, I admit there's a lot of interference. Still, that only emphasizes the potential danger involved here. I cannot approve of such an excursion on the minute chance Anasco is present. Not in the way you and I speak, but in crude terms, yes. Provided you manage to maintain your own sanity through the process. But this is all purely theoretical. No one has ever entered the vortex and come back. I am no heretic, but to risk so much on a vision... It is a leap of faith I cannot condone. I will not stand in your way, however, as Inaza has stood in ours.
You may not realize it now, dear brother, but our goals are one and the same. No, it was born from the incident itself, but I believe it is there. And what is faith but to give form to the formless? As a herald, it is my duty to make real what is unseen. Then you must embark to the northern edge of the crater. You will find an entrance there, one that has no form. Step through it, find Anasco, and complete the vision. Only then will his voice be heard.
Okay, so it occurs to me that I have 2 skill points that I can use right now. And if you remember the rule, it's when I level up, I get new skills. And otherwise, I purchase skill points at the rock with my shades skill points for credits or essence. So I do have an idea of what I want to get. One of them is this, because if I get to the second level of this, I will be able to get a ship for free. I think it's for free, and it's a very powerful ship. And so what it requires is to have 2 in this skill, 2 in shields, and 2 in piloting, and 2 in particle beam weapon systems. And I have none in particle beam weapon systems, and the others are all, I have enough for all of them. So that's an obvious one. And that's due to the Darkstar mod, right? That's what it is. It's for the Darkstar mod. And then I was kind of thinking I would get energy weapon dissipation. I gotta work on this one too, pain tolerance. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna get this one too. So stay tuned so you can see my ship, you know? Alright, let's go. And I just wanted to say, look at this place. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's just amazing artistic design. It doesn't look like anything I've seen before. This atmosphere is really cool. And I do realize that I am 2 away from getting this, so I want to work on that as well. So I'm just gonna farm these. Go, we got it. Oh, are you alright? Alright. Where are we going here? We're moving on. Moving on up to the east side. Sorry, I will spare you of my singing. Now that I think about it, I need to work on my heavy weapons kills as well. So, heavy weapons it is. How many do I have? I just killed one. Did that not count? That didn't count for some reason. I don't know why. This is a heavy weapon, right? Where is it? Practical rifle. It's a rifle, apparently. It's not a heavy weapon, so that's why it didn't give me a kill. Well, okay. Been looking forward to using this. Alright, where do I go? Follow the ominous smoke, I guess, and the footprints. Yep, there's the smoke. It's going down here. There's the footsteps. Going up here. Go down here. This way.
I speak into this void, and it answers with silence.
There's an Asco.
Have you abandoned me, Great Serpent? Do you not hear my pleas? You are promised a follower of the Great Serpent. Or does my mind deceive me once more? Yes, he works through you and built the path to guide you to me. I have reached out so many times to hear nothing but echoes. Yet you, an outsider, hear me plain. And for the first time, I hear you. Clearly your arrival here is fated. By stepping into this void, we are now linked. There is still reason to hope. The Great Serpent will see us through. But time is short, The bridge collapses. The gate is still open. The experiment still runs. Find me in the Scaled Citadel. I will wait for you there.
Okay, a lot of enemies in this area. I think I'm going the right way. What's that? Defeat 25 Vortex Horrors. Nice. Oh, nice. I killed both of them with one pull of the trigger. Nice. Oh boy. These are not really a challenge for me at all. So go back here. Carrying too much. If you're wondering why or if you're wondering how I am able to move all my stuff to my ship so easily, I will show you. It is in the settings, gameplay options extended. So if I go to settings, gameplay options, there's a setting here, cargo access distance, and I have it set to anywhere. If I put it to limited locations, I have -2%. That means it takes away from my total experience. But if I have it on anywhere, it takes away 6% experience. But it's worth it to me because I can carry all the stuff I want and put it in my ship whenever I want. Right? Just worth it to me to take that sacrifice for that.
If you are free soon, could we talk?
Yes.
Your life, your purpose, has been forever changed. You return. What news do you have of Anasco? Then my vision did not betray me.
Well, it would seem I owe you an apology, sister.
There is no need, brother. Your skepticism only strengthens us.
As you say. But, to the matter at hand, did Anasco mention anything that could aid us in his extraction?
He did say the gate is open. Let's see what else it says. He said that we need to enter the sacred scaled citadel. No, only that we've established some sort of link. I don't know. I don't think he knows better than us how to get him out.
Yes, the pinnacle of the citadel was modified to house the equipment to create a gate to the vortex. If it still runs, that would explain everything we have experienced since the initial incident.
It is much more than that. Normally when I pray for Anasco's return, I sense he is lost, fading. But when I last prayed to the Great Serpent, I felt Anasco's presence clear and distinct. Even as it receded, I felt him anchored to this world.
And you believe the Harbinger is this anchor?
Yes. There are some who suggest that when Jinan communed with the Great Serpent, a similar bond had been established. I believe the same is true for you and Anasco.
I would need time to attempt a scientific explanation for why or how this happened, but for now, let us assume my sister is correct.
And that is the essence of faith. I do not know what lies ahead. My visions do not go beyond this point. But I do know this link will play a role. In fact, I am certain of it.
Agreed. And with this settled, we can now continue the work of aligning the noble houses. Together, we will find a way to complete the mourning device.
Alright. So we have some more quests to do in Dazra, if we want to do that. But before I get into that, I did want to... I have a skill point. That's right. What do I want to get here? The Fury spell. This is like a Fury spell from Skyrim, where it like makes enemies attack each other, which can be useful. I still haven't figured out how to do the diplomacy skill. Convince 5 ships to surrender. I have to use it on people, apparently. So, let's see if I can do it.
Whatever you...
I would
Here.
like a chance to talk to you, if you are able. What is it?
You'll need to rely on others at times, but I'd like to keep this investigation mostly between us. It's possible the Vortex issues are to blame here, but something about Ukaru's messages make me think otherwise. He's a good man. A little awkward, yes, but who isn't? As executors tend to be, he is also meticulous and detailed. Given the incident, a lost shipment here and there is almost a given. But I also trust my cousin's record keeping. It's hard to imagine he made a mistake. That is what I suggested to Ukaru originally when I asked him to dig further. It is not until his disappearance that I have begun to suspect something more sinister. But I cannot imagine that anyone with access to said shipments would commit such heresy. To forsake one's duty for profit is an affront to House Verun. Before the Cataclysm, city operations were comprised of 3 branches, run by each of the noble houses. House Kadik, Vethol, and Durkef. And while the buildings themselves are gone, the staff remains. Collectively, we are still trying to serve the needs of Dazra and its citizens. That has become exceedingly difficult in the wake of all that's happened, but we are still duty-bound. Executors at House Durkef focus mostly on trade. While we take pride in being self-sufficient, there are supplies that are necessary from the outside world for Dazra to function. Commerce agents work with smugglers to organize drop-offs, trade routes, and ensure our efforts remain discreet. They handle all matters concerning the Varun populace. They ensured all citizens were productive, fed, and had work, and that said work was in service to House Varun. They mostly deal with matters regarding the settled systems. Their primary focus is diplomacy, gathering information, and converting unbelievers to the true path. Of course. Very well. What would you like to know? Let me know if you have any further questions.
Okay. Goods exchange.
Our sins must have been considerable for the Great Serpent to subject us to this.
Goods.
Buying, selling?
Jeez, Persia.
What do you want? I do not waste people's time. If you need my goods, you will buy them. If not, you will leave. I do not know what to make of your arrival here. You may have convinced the others, but I'm not entirely sure you are not a foe. However, your credits are worth as much as anyone else's. I will trade with you, but I have no interest in being your friend. Now, what do you want? No,
You will always be an outsider to me. Always. The last thing this city needs is to open the gates and let outsiders flood in. Outsiders with weapons, crew, ulterior motives. I am disappointed that so many of my people have embraced you so blindly, when we should have found strength within each other. I have no reason to be concerned. The Great Serpent is testing our faith, and my devotion has always been resolute. Myself and my business shall both be stronger at the end of this, as a product of our loyalty to the Great Serpent. I will not dignify that nonsense with an answer. Get a move on. Buy what you need and then get out. Your credits are worth the same.
Alright, let's see. What do you got here? Nothing too special. I won't do this now. Okay. No quest with him. He just doesn't like me. So what I wanted to do is show you something from Darkstar. We will continue with Dazra. I plan on completing the Dazra questline, the Varun questline, but we're gonna take a break for now. And go to my base, because there's something I wanted to show you guys.
Nor, I would like a chance to talk to you, if you are
Alright, let's
able.
talk. Let's talk. You want to talk or not?
I have been curious. I know that your role in Constellation was thrust upon you in an unusual way. But that experience does not demand that you stay. You could have delivered the artifact and then left. Why do you stay?
Well, given I'm Starborn and I know what the artifacts are for,
It does
the
seem to
artifacts are
be a
important.
unique situation with serious consequences. That is what keeps me here as well. My past is complicated. And anyone in Constellation will tell you I do not speak much of it. But my family always stressed the importance of having a purpose in life. You must have a reason for being. This group of people, who by rights would never associate with one another, has come together for a common cause. That is impressive on its own, before considering the magnitude of the work they have undertaken. The possibilities it holds. A goal is something you work towards, an expectation of achievement. That is not the same. I believe it is sometimes phrased as, the destination is not as important as the journey. When I first came to New Atlantis, I was shocked at how many people go about their business every day like drones. They do their jobs, eat their food, sleep in their beds, all seemingly without concern for anything around them. Complacent. Their experience is so different from much of the settled systems. They do not know how good they have it. Yes, they were. I did not grow up amidst such luxury. Purpose cuts through adversity. I know that all too well. And these people seem to have no idea. I have. There have been times where I wondered whether it was worth it. My family is unique within the settled systems. I grew up outside the bounds of the United Colonies, or the Freestar Collective. My parents, and their parents before them, did not believe anyone outside our family could be trusted or relied upon. You can imagine, I am sure, how existence without ties to others is challenging in space. They believed, and still do, that anyone who was not part of our family did not share our values, our goals, and was ultimately a potential threat. My time in the settled systems has mostly led me to agree with them. Choice had nothing to do with it, not for me. But looking back, I understand their concern. For now, though, it would seem you and I have found purpose in Constellation. I believe that is enough. I am pleased that we have common cause, and have enjoyed our time together. Thank you.
Okay. Alright, so what I wanted to show you is... there's all this information on Darkstar, which you can pause it and read it here if you wish. But what I really wanted to get into is the Darkstar astrodynamics. The filters are for the I'll show you guys. Pressing the red button will disable wayable parts so that they do not show up when using the build menu on a given ship. Press the green button to enable them. Alright. Okay, so the grav drives and all the special things from Darkstar basically unlock at different levels, and I'll let you guys pause it and read here if you are interested in that. But what I really wanted to tell you is that shields is, sorry, I'm just going through all this so you guys can pause it and read it if you want. Weapons. Other ship parts. M-tier cargo and fuel required payloads 3, astrodynamics 2. What is it, astrodynamics 2? I don't know. In any case, there's Darkstar ships, and Darkstar currently provides 2 ships to qualified pilots. These are very powerful ships and cannot be allowed to fall into the wrong hands. Use them however you wish, but be warned, Darkstar is watching. Darkstar Interceptor. All interceptors require piloting of 2+, shield systems 2+, particle beam weapons 2+, and targeting control systems 2+. Now, as you can see, it says particle beam weapons 2+. And that's the thing that I upgraded at the beginning of this episode, is I put 1 point into particle beam weapon systems. So I have to fulfill that, and then I will be able to get the ship, right? So here's the different level requirements, whatever, for the ships. And then this is interesting. It says all interceptor ships use custom technology that allows them to give off special tech signatures and in some cases appear to be other ships on enemy scanners. Ship technicians may not understand all of the technology installed on these ships, and spacers may see these ships as the legendary mantis on their screens, causing fear and disarray in their formations. And then there's the Ravager, which requires 4 piloting, 4 system shields, or shield systems, 4 particle weapon beam systems, and 4 target control systems. And it requires more New Game Plus to unlock the more powerful ships. And it has the same thing as the Interceptor in regards to your ship details. So that's what I wanted to show you. There's also one other thing I wanted to show you, which is I can craft Dark Star clothing, which is pretty cool. And I wanted to craft some of that. So we'll go with the Dark Star action wear. I don't know what that means. Oh, that's just a different kind of outfit. So I wanted the beret.
Nicely done.
And then I wanted the officer's uniform. And I'm going to equip that. I'll probably be rocking with this for quite a while because it's pretty good. So it gives, the beret gives 48 damage resistance, and the officer's uniform gives 145 damage resistance. But that's not the end of it, because you can actually upgrade it. So I can go to this upgrade module, whining, the reload speed is really tempting, the persuasion chance is really tempting, and the medical items restore 5% health is really tempting. I'll go with the reload speed. And then the thing is, you can change the quality. So we have basic headwear, which provides 10 resistance to thermal, airborne, corrosive, and radiation. But I can also get the relic, which increases the damage resistance by 4 times. You're gonna get that. Remember, the relic is the best I can craft right now. The only thing above relic is mythic, and that only applies to weapons. And you can't customize your weapon if you get a mythic, because it's so powerful. So it's kind of the luck of the draw. Like, you're gonna get a weapon, and first of all, the character has to be a level, or the NPC has to be a level that can wield a mythic, and I think it's like something crazy, like 180 level or something. I don't know exactly what the level is, but it's pretty high level. And then it has to be using that weapon, so it can like one-shot you sometimes. So you gotta be careful about that. And the whining, we'll go with medical items.
Interesting modifications. You prefer it that way?
Yeah, I do. Alright, I can put legendaries on it if I want, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'll do that on the off chance. I just wanted to show you guys the outfit. So this is what it looks like. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Got the Dark Star logo on it, on the beret too. If I can... can kind of see it. It's in the... It's right there. Anyways. Okay. So, that is the Dark Star equipment. And, so just to show you how much money I made in that little quest where I killed about, how many? 15 enemies? So... I'm at 542,000 right now, right? And okay, so I need to go somewhere that has more money apparently, because I'm not gonna make you guys watch me wait. And this one has 57, so I'll do that later. Anyways, short episode. I suppose I could get a skill point. Yeah, let's do a skill point. Maybe 2 skill points. So... I will be making more money by selling that equipment. But I will be able to buy 2 skill points, I think. Before I do that, I want to show you guys this. So you can actually change the reticle of the item. So how do I do that? This is not a rifle. Why is it on heavy? Reticle components. Rifle. Tool, maybe? I don't know. Forearm tool, probably.
That looks like a good adjustment.
Let's see if it changes anything about the way I shoot this weapon. Okay. Shoots different now. It looks like a shotgun, doesn't it? So maybe that's something, there's something wrong with it? I don't know. It's on rifle before. I don't think I messed with that before, but I don't know. Okay, anyways, I got a little bit different gun now, so maybe it'll do more damage, maybe it'll do less damage, I don't know. Did it change anything? I thought I had Hornet's Nest, yeah. Oh, I can get unrivaled now. Nice. That's more damage. Alright, sorry guys, I'm wasting time. So let's get our skill points. Cheyenne.
Expansion must be very difficult for Aquila.
I don't want Sam.
The native wildlife being what it is.
You need something? Oh, you know me. I'm always up for the next adventure.
Such a ship.
No adventure?
Ah, hello.
All right.
That's the rock. Ranger Central.
Not sure if those Baroon zealots live in space or got separate.
I want to get one in dueling, I think. That extra 50% damage increase is pretty good. Alright, let's see. What do we want to get here? Doing. And I am pretty close on this one. I need 11 more. 11 more kills with this. And okay, nutrition. Now, why would I want to get nutrition? Well, because the things I eat, it's called the barbecue pork supersized. If you look on the right, it says 1402 for 5 minutes. Don't care about that. 28 carry capacity for 30 minutes. Don't care about that. But look at this. 192% XP gain for 20 minutes. That's huge. That's huge. But if I get the food, if I get the food skill, food, it gives 208. It was 192 before, so it increased by 16%. And the carrying capacity was at 28 before it went up to 31. And the other things went up too. I think it went from 12:02 for 5 minutes to 15:02 for 5 minutes. Anyways, I have more in my... I should probably get some more in my inventory. Alright, I have plenty to make. It takes red meat to make. Just one, I think, to make a barbecue, whatever, supersized. One of these. Pork supersized. So, I have lots of meat stored over, and I get those by killing aliens. So, I don't know what we will do next time. Probably Terran Armada, I'm thinking.
Hey, deputy.
That's sure some.
So that's gonna do it for this one, guys. Oh man, that clothing looks so sick. So cool. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.